Hello and blessings. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm also grateful for all the support. Thank you. Why is it so important to open your awareness or the third eye? Very simple. Can you imagine you are walking through a room with closed eyes and don't see everything clear enough that or sense it clear enough? Because there's people who are even blind who can sense things because they're activating different aspects or different senses more. But what I'm getting here to is it is important for us to increase our awareness for ourselves, for the environment, and for others. Why is that important? Because we can utilize this information for our self-healing. We can utilize that information to support the healing of the planet and to support the transformation of others, or to support others' transformation. Most people are afraid of having more awareness because they think, oh my goodness, if I know more, see more, think more, feel more, then I have to work more. Yes and no. It's really not work for you just walking if you walk normally every day and you don't think about it. If you do certain things in a regular way or regular time or regular habit, then it's not really work for you anymore. And you're doing 3 or 4 times a certain thing, even thinking 3 times the same thing, it's already creating a habit. That's not it's not really work anymore. It just becomes an automatic pilot behavior. So how more you sense, you see, how more your system gets used to it and applies itself to what it gets on information. So how more information we have about ourselves, how more we can apply the flow on it, or the healing or the balance of it. How less you know about it, how less likely you direct yourself accurately through the steps. It's basically doing a 100 meters hurdle run, and you see exactly where the hurdle is, and the only thing you really need to do when you see it is adjust yourself to when you're making that leap, that jump over the hurdle. If you don't know where the hurdle is and you just start jumping, then you're most likely gonna hit the or pass or jump before the hurdle, and you might hit the hurdle. Who knows? But not, of course, if you open your eyes and you look and see and your awareness is fully there and your consciousness and the awareness is open. Mostly what happens is people are afraid to see more because they feel they have to take responsibility for all the stuff they haven't seen, they haven't looked at. Or they ignore it. Of course, everything that was ignored then will come to the surface because now you open your eyes. It's like a muscle you haven't moved for a long time, and all of a sudden you move the muscle, and what you feel is the first time you want to utilize the muscle, but it's kind of sore, and you just, it hurts. That's a normal response, really. Anything you're starting to utilize, you're starting to use, it's gonna be, first of all, a little slow and then a little faster till it gets like a normal fast movement. Same with your psychic senses, with your third eye. It's like a muscle that you have to start training. And if you haven't used that muscle for a long time, Even if you have used that muscle for a long time and you want to expand your awareness, it's the same thing. Every time you go into an expansion of anything, the first part is to see the limitation. Then you expand that limitation, and when you expand that limitation, things that you didn't want to come into your awareness or that were stagnating come into your awareness so that they can be released, so the field can be opened for more, so you have more space for the awareness that can then fill the space. And whenever these expansion of awareness happening, most of the time what happens is experiences come to the surface that are now have the chance to be transformed. How they transform is most likely similar. They go to a state of awareness. It's almost like the stages of death. Somebody dying, first the denial, then the grief, and the anger, and then the transformation and the release is similar. So anytime you are opening your awareness and your consciousness, the first thing that comes up is all the stuff that you probably didn't want to see, right? Then once you see it and you apply your unconditional love to it or your common sense to it, then you allow that to be transformed. Once that's transformed, you are in a place where you perceive, where you can see, and then the next part is that you realize you're not a victim in it. You have to move accordingly to these dimensions so that you can utilize that information right and work for yourself and for others in your highest good, because it is better if you work in the highest good for everyone involved, including yourself. Everything else, and people make mistakes. There's nothing, nobody's really in a state where it immediately is. It's like a home run. It's you were working up to it. It's a life in progress. It's experience in progress. So don't beat yourself up when you make a mistake, when you don't see something right, when you could have identified better, when you behave not immediately in the highest awareness, but improve, get better, forgive yourself, allow yourself to be forgiven, and know that you want to do better, and you will. But don't be so hard on yourself, and don't be in this place where you have to be immediately perfect. You're gonna get better, and you will be. That's fine. But know that you're a work in progress. So you have to allow yourself. It's like you're picking up a guitar and you want to play it the first time like perfectly, and if not, you're disappointed, and then you throw the guitar away and you break it. No, that's not what you want to do. You want to understand and give it the full time it needs, it's required. And as a teacher, I have a lot of people coming to me who are so impatient. They just want to get just enlightened and just immediately into their full awareness and everything. And it's like, hey, what's the rush? You have all the time in the world. There's no hurry. There's no hurry at all. We have all the patience, we have all the trust, we have all what's needed. The illusion that there's not enough time in itself is a manipulation of you not fully getting into the patience that's required as consciousness to even apply or open for this awareness. If we are here on this planet to have our experiences, and people say, "Wow, I want to get done with this life and never come back." Well, okay, take it easy. It's like, what's going on? It's was it that bad? And why did you manifest a life like that? And it's more just be in a place of gratitude of having these experiences. At any time, 1 second of enlightenment can be like lifetimes, can be like 100 or 1,000 lifetimes. Maybe 1 second of enlightenment is equivalent to all lifetimes. Who knows? But it's a high goal, and it's a very sacred journey. That's why all the journeys are so beautiful, or the pilgrimages are so beautiful, that are bringing just the awareness into the gratitude of beingness, and just enjoying the journey, and bringing the highest awareness into all aspects and areas into our lives. Like, we have everything at our fingertips that we need. It's in the beginning we didn't know, but how further we progress, how further we go, how more we know. And how more you know, how more it becomes a journey of compassion, of patience, of joy and happiness. A lot of these times are so ego enhancing. Just watching the TV, the media, the commercials, that's what corporations want us to do, to eat, to think. It's like, hey, that's all ego enhancement. That's not required. That's illusional. What's really required is for us to be still, balanced in our centeredness, so that all the action is unfolding effortlessly and balancing in a harmonized way. And if you go into a moment of relaxation and silence in yourself, then all that is already is. There's nothing that needs to be done. It's already all there. We are manifested and present with all the potential. There's nothing that needs to be done, really. It's the state of consciousness. If you just allow yourself a moment of silence and consciousness, just open yourself for this consciousness. You can feel that energy right now in your crown chakra. Allow this energy of consciousness nothing needs to be, everything is. All is. All is. Very good. Take a deep breath. And enjoy your beautiful life. You got it. You got a beautiful life. So make the best out of it. Allow the highest consciousness to be present. But let go of the stress. There's no Some stress is healthy, but let go of the stress that's not good for you. Transform it, let it go. Don't think you have to. Just be. And then all the good things. Let us be good and open for all the good things, so that the good things can come to us. Alright, this was your meditation today. Thank you.